Okay, whatever. We can do it, team. I believe in us. Yeah, I don't think anybody's too happy about this. You know, this revelation. Yes, I'm dreadfully ashamed. But before I knew it, well, I became as you see me now. Is there something going on with her eye, or is that just the fucking pixels that are weird, wigging out? A pathetic woman whose body was stolen by SE.RA.PH. One who had no other option but to fade away. Like everyone else on Seraphix, I was just another victim of Seraph. At least I should have been. It was at SE.RA.PH's whim that I became what I am. Became Seraph itself. Who would have thought? Appears human because you morphed with it? Is it like a situation like the Kakar no Kyokai? Like the hotel? That's right. The demon god pillar's malice transformed the Seraphix into my own body. It's been truly harrowing. For what feels like eternity, I have been attacked, broken, and abandoned by countless heroic spirits. It's gone beyond my wildest imaginings. A dream. A fantasy. The only question that remains is this. What price must I pay to continue feeling this exquisite ecstasy? Yeah, I don't like this. Mr. Robin Hood, I don't feel so good. Hold up, young man. Take what she says with a grain of salt. Your name is Kiara, right? Were you the one who summoned BB while under SE.RA.PH's influence? Yep. SE.RA.PH's power taught me about so many worlds so different from our own. Ah, parallel worldsism? Yes. Chronicle theoretical phenomena and the like. Complex concepts. That is how I came to know about another version of me. One among the countless numbers to exist. And in her world, distant in time and space, the moon itself was a holy grail called the Moon Cell Automaton. In a deep dark space known as the far side of the moon, that version of me was able to claim the grail. Among the innumerable versions of me in numberless universes, she was the most unique. SE.RA.PH was very pleased with her, so much so that he linked us together. Oh great, so now we're actually dealing with CCCR. Always gotta love that. I who did nothing but suffer as Seraphix fell into the frenzy, and into the other me, the one who acquired the moon cell for herself. As a result of this link, we became one and the same. So SE.RA.PH didn't salvage BB and digitize the Seraphix. No, he used you as a catalyst to give Seraph form. Correct. I tried to stop him, you understand. My frail human body was no match for a demon god pillar. Hey, how's it going, Keith? It's been a minute. So you swallowed up BB and me into the moon world. Okay, so this is all fucking, like, actually going off of CCC. I get it. And you served as the basis for Seraph. So also, sorry if I'm slipping voices, because I'm actually getting to the super tired point. No wonder Melt and I were salvaged from within you and fashioned into sentinels. I almost said servants. It was wrong what I did to you, BB. What I did to all of you. You see, although SE.RA.PH managed to convert Seraphix into Seraph, he lacked the means to run it. So that's why BB was summoned in, because she had complete control over the Seraph, and as such would have been able to run things actually a lot better. I gets it. So I had no choice but to rely on help from you and BB, who hacked the Seraph on the far side of the moon. Because they would have actually been able to do shit, whereas you wouldn't. That's all in the past now. You didn't succumb to Seraph's perils, you survived the Holy Grail War, and now you're about to save the digitized Seraphix. I believe it is time you were rewarded for your efforts. I do so hope you will accept my deepest gratitude. That is sardonic of a clap. So basically you're a victim too. However, she was morphed with her more twisted self, so this probably isn't good. And now she's a beast. So, you know, beast of humanity, beast of pleasure. This is probably not going to be a good time for us. I'm not convinced. Stay back, Stardust. That's a sickly, sweet scent of deception. Everything about her is lies. Also, when she gets serious, she drops the whole high schooler act, which is really, actually kind of nice. Because I like the more serious side of Suzuka. And even if she's telling, like, half-truths. Okay, never mind. Apparently that's just there and I spoke too soon. Half-truths. There's something super important she's keeping on the DL. Isn't that right, Sesjun? Cool story, girl. But just one thing. Where's Zapar now? We talked a lot about him before. You said the Seraph in your body are one and the same. So, like, how many servants have you munched on so far? Like, how many times have you exposed these masters to cruel dreams just to appease your appetite for servants? Please, please don't judge me. I had no say in the matter. You really must understand. I was never taken in by the demon god's rhetoric, but the servants were just too delectable to pass up. Ah, all the tasty mana. Don't you love me some mana juice? It was all so hazy, like a dream. So I never had any qualms about sucking every last drop from the master's corpses. So forgive me, but I lost count after the 70th time or so. That's a fucking ton. Jesus Christ. And, like, okay, there was 128. That's the rules for the tournaments, but they were summoned multiple times as the thing. Like, BB had said that herself, that there's, like, they were summoned, like, hey, there's a new batch on the way. So, who the fuck knows how much mana she's drawn in? I mean, she's a beast, so I don't know. This is awful. She's just been fucking endlessly killing and salvaging any and all magic rule resources that was salvaged. I knew something was evil was pulling her strings, but I had no idea it was a monster this horrible. Let me give you a hand, Stardust. Hey, we got the boy on our side. Robin Hood, the good boy. One of the good boys. The poison boy. Awfully toxic. I don't know. I don't know about this beast thing you're talking about. This woman cannot be allowed to exist in this world. I'm pretty sure you should have at least some sort of idea from the Throne of Heroes about what the beasts are, but okay, whatever. Oh, I wholeheartedly agree. That is why I've confined myself here for all this time. But even that must come soon to an end. Yeah, I've been up. I'm almost on 24 hours. I'm somewhere around the 20-hour mark right now. And I'm 2 cups of coffee. I'm tired. Have you enjoyed our little talk? Are we finished here? Yeah, we kind of have to stop you. That's kind of the point. Even someone as patient as you can't help but see me as evil, wicked woman. I suppose I should not be surprised. I am, in the final analysis, both of these things. Great! Yeah, can we stop with the sultry talk? Because, like, this is getting to... If I can handle an evil Oni, I can certainly handle your pale self. Damn. Just gonna rag on her for being white? I understand. Just throw out all the MPs we can. Napping in the dazzling sunshine and feasting. I got this. That is a dumb as fuck name. Yeah, she's a beast at this point. Really can't do much at this. It can't be. The Seraph just hit the seafloor? We only had a little bit of time. Far worse, it penetrated it. Am I getting Borderlands 3? Probably. I don't know when though, because okay, you know, all the fucking weird shit that's going on with the Epic storefront and everything like that. I'll pick it up when I have time. I still haven't played pre-sequel. I need to get around to playing pre-sequel at some point. Digitized Seraph's descent cannot be... So we're just going to the fucking core? Great. Going to sink down with the Seraph as it passes through the crust, upper mantle and lower mantle on its way to the Earth's core? Fuck, you know, just elaborate on what I just said. Kiara's plan involves penetration. Yep. We got the fucking Ludnun in order to just penetrate the Earth itself. Great. And once it arrives there, Beast 3 will become Earth's brain and, its erogenous zone? Wait, yeah, hold on, dial back, explain that? We don't have time, but please explain that anyway. I'm surprised, Passionate. I did not think you capable of understanding such things. Everything up to this point has merely been foreplay. Okay, yeah. Once Seraphs reach the Earth's core, I will become one with the planet. Okay, so she's graduated from fucking the planet to becoming the planet. I see. Or rather, this planet will become my body. And when it does, I will finally save humanity. I will bring an end to all the pain and suffering in the world. I will use 7 billion lives for the purpose of an individual salvation. But before that... No, before that. What the fuck? Ah, yes, I see. We are now in a very much worse area. No more digital C. We are now in a holy fucking church type thing. This is not good. The time for talk is over, is it not? I'm afraid our playtime must also come to an end. You see, you're already too late. I cannot allow bugs like you to stop me from reaching my climax now, can I? I'm so very sorry, but my paradise will be your final place of rest. Still, I'm confused. Yeah. Let's go ahead and... Yeah. Can we dial back to the erogenous zone, please? I'm still confused about that. Whatever you may be, your body, your spirit origin is little different than a servant's. I mean, it's a beast. It's pretty different in, you know, everything. We're just gonna have to deal with this on our own, or we're gonna have, you know, one of the actual more important people, like the... Oh, hey, the moon cell automaton's there. We're gonna get one of the grand servants to help us. You know, we had that last time we had to deal with a fucking... Or one of the last times we had to deal with a beast. We didn't last time, but, you know, we had basically every servant from the fucking Throne of Heroes helping us last time, which was helping a lot. We got anything this time, or we just got a fucking straight up fucked? That's the real question. The 5 servants that stand before you are warriors of unparalleled valor and skill. Not even a demon god can strike fear in their hearts. Setsu and Koyara, this is your final chance to reconsider. Halt Seraph's descent and leave this world, lest you suffer a cruel, brutal defeat. Oh, goodness me. I do so adore how even your threats are considerate. But unfortunately for you, I'm afraid your chivalry is wasted. You're nothing more than insects crawling all over my body. What right do bugs have to tell me what to do, I have nothing to fear from the likes of you. I've had you in the palm of my hands all along. And if you are uncertain about what that might mean, well, allow me to enlighten. Ah, great. We're getting the actual fucking literal definition of what we got here. We're gonna be the bugs in the palm of her hand, and that's not very fun. Ooh, fancy theme. That is Kiara's voice actress, by the way, who has an MP5 version of Kiara. I think that's pretty cool. Oh, hey, we actually have effective damage. Ah, yes, I see. Effective damage. You know what? These are lovely colors. I will give you that. It's nice to see some yellow and some fucking green after all the blue that we've seen. Like, this is actually pretty lovely, all things considered. Awfully, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Hey, you mind not doing that? You're fucking buffing the hell out of yourself, and I'm not a fan. Oh, we got a crit, though. That was pretty impressive, don't you guys think? Right, okay. Well, she's got her MP. Ah, yes, I see. Ants in the palm of her hand. Can we, like, jump? That'd be pretty cool, all things considered. Like, can we just jump? Like, I'm good, fam. Ah, invincible. Great. That's just the buff we need on her. Am I not killing us? That'd be fucking great. We didn't get subtitles for that. Ah, shit. Well, that hurt. They don't die, though. You know, force failure fight. Yeah, oh shit, it's not even like we're not doing so good. Oh, how do we do this? Come on, guys, let's buckle together and really figure it out. They all fucking died instantly. How could this be? She's a fucking beast. She's beast 3. Like, how could this happen? How could this not happen? Wouldn't you expect something else? Goetia, king of demon gods, wasn't he? He was a powerful beast, yes. But that's all he was. Powerful. All he understood was destruction. I may still be weak as a beast, a mere chrysalis, but human mind is feeble and frail. No matter who or what, all sapient beings hide lust in their heart, and so I hold their souls in my hand. None with lust in their hearts can resist me. Now then, it's your turn, Stardust. So young, so ripe, so... Hey, you might not bring us in closer. I don't want to get closer. I'm very much uncomfortable. Not so fast. Now, Lip, press that load button. Oh shit, we got someone. Did you press it? Oh, nice. Behold, a true heroine, here to save you in your hour of need with my kill high powers. Here I come, BB Shift. Is that getting us out, or is that someone being pulled in? That's probably someone being pulled in. Can you please shift us out? I'd rather be shifted out. That would be nice. Oh, I see. Yes. Okay. That's great. That's absolutely great. Actually, like I said, I really like all the yellows and greens. Fuck, I love the yellows and greens. We are not doing good. This is going down into the Earth's mantle. This is very much in a not good position. If I had to describe the situation that we are in, it is very much not good. I gave up being one of the 72 pillars and became simply SE.RA.PH, a single demon god. I didn't know where the other 3 pillars went, nor did I care. I harbored no hatred for humanity. On the contrary, I had high hopes for its potential. I made managing humans a source of my information for my new life's work. And I chose SE.RA.PH as my base of operations. Valoros had previously reported that this facility was one of the causes of unobservable region. I chose one of the humans from the church to be my host. It was an emergency measure I had to take until I could heal from the wounds I suffered at the Temple of Time. My work would take Are we gonna paint this fucking demon god pillar in a sad light? I feel like we might be doing that. My work would take several decades to complete. During that time, I came to the conclusion that a human host was the best way to avoid Chaldea's detection. I was so sure of it. The name of the human I possessed was Sesuin Kiara. She was a therapist who lent people her ear and helped to solve their problems. She was an absolute saint, worthy enough to be the vessel of a savior even. She was persecuted because of her innate kindness, was thought to be inconvenient in the human world. I can say this much, even now, not for an outside influence like me, Yara would still be living a modest but happy life. So she did actually get corrupted, but you know, and still corrupted nonetheless, and she's kind of trying to become the Earth now, so that's not a good thing. She would have been respected among the members of a small community until the end of her days. She may have been kind. It's not a quality I had need of, so I buried it in the depths of her subconsciousness. I acted while she was asleep and attempted to recover my strength over time. Remarkable. Quantifying emotions to soothe the hearts of those suffering from inner turmoil. What a brilliant idea, SE.RA.PH. You may use my body as you wish. Okay, well, I guess we already see the corruption a little bit right there. That's absolutely great. Yara offered no resistance in handing her body over to me. I truly felt that her devotion, passion, and respect for me were genuine. I, as a demon god, no less, felt good about the situation and used Kiara's intelligence and social standing to effectively control the oil rig. Kiara's body proved to be an exceptional tool in my dealings with the opposite sex. No matter who they were or what they did, none resisted the temptation it offered. I learned much about human pleasure during that time. Of course, I truly would have been better off not knowing. Demon gods have no need for pleasure. I can't believe SE.RA.PH went around and fucked the entire SE.RA.PH. Good job, SE.RA.PH. For a spiritual being like myself, the pleasures of the flesh proved to be too much, and I found myself increasingly unable to escape their allure. Human niceties, the stimuli that comes from relationships, even pleasures that incorporate spirituality. Before I knew it, I was begging Kiara to help me understand. So he was slowly becoming human in his own need for his lust for things like physical and like relationships, social things, all that sort of stuff. Interesting. Even in a way, he fell to the temptation of Kiara, just through Kiara herself. Though completely obedient, it was Kiara who was controlling my actions before long. Now might I best make researchers capitulate, or increase my authority even further. Her desire and ability to take action astonished. Wait, does that mean when we got all the different messages from this person, does that mean that was actually from Zepar instead of like some sort of innocent bystander? Zepar was the wow. If that's where they're going with this, that's wow. The sheer ugliness within her was worthy of a demon god. Indeed, it was I who converted Seraphix into Seraph. But the changes that followed exceeded all expectations. Kiara helped and healed Seraphix's personnel that had been thrown into chaos. She engineered a situation in which she was absolutely indispensable. After that, she cut each of them off through their group, one after the other. There was no rhyme or reason to who was chosen. Engulfed by chaos, overwhelming fear twisted the personalities of the staff, made them depraved, stripped them of every last shred of humanity. One man killed his wife, fearing Kiara would abandon him. Another woman killed by the others, she plotted to kill Kiara. There was a woman who was killed simply because she saw Kiara looking sad. There was one man who was desperately wanted to escape Kiara's grasp, but was unable to do so. I simply wanted a place to hide. I had no wish to see the world before me transformed into hell. What are you saying, Zepar? The plan was always to have more and more fun, was it not? It was then that Kiara seduced the personnel into opening up the planetarium to her. They opened up Pandora's box of their own volition. Bibi and 128 servants appeared on the Seraph. Claiming she did it for my sake, Kiara took control and ruled Seraph from behind the scenes. By then, I had already lost control of her body. I could do nothing to stop her. It was now I who was possessed. Much as I had intended to possess her, she proved herself my superior in that regard. I see. So each of the four escaped pillars intend to create a singularity of their own. Each of us had our own goals, and we all found that in order to achieve them, we needed to create singularities. When I told her that, her lips bent into a sympathetic smile of refusal. I could only ask why. Why create a singularity when it could feel so much better to become one instead? To which I replied, huh? That was the moment I realized I had underestimated the human desire, that it had gone beyond all control. But it was too late. I tried to separate myself from Kiara, but I had no influence over her whatsoever. I had not the slightest bit of freedom to speak of. I desperately wanted to leave. I begged to leave. To my shame, I would have done anything to be free. I even offered to find her a new victim in my place. Oh, fuck. It was everything that we had been led to believe about, you know, the therapist that got taken over, or the therapist that's been oh so sad, has actually been the demon god pillar this entire time. God damn. Oof. Like, yeah, he was objectively in the wrong trying to build, you know, a singularity in order to try and raise the human potential or whatever the fuck. But, like, oof. You got fucking Kiara, man. How could you say such a thing, Zepar? We share the same fate, the same ideals. Or perhaps you're dissatisfied with me somehow. I still remember the pang of terror I felt when she asked me that. Forgive me. Please let me go. I'm taking over each and every day. I'm helping to create a demon, and there's no stopping it. No turning back. I no longer had access to the diary I'd hidden in the chapel. All that I was permitted, the only place I was granted, was in the tip of Kiara's pinky finger. Shaking off the fear, I continued to beg and plead. Free me. Let me go. Nonsense, SE.RA.PH. Your pleas upset me. You were mistaken to think my pinky finger was yours to reside in. That it was only the place for you. There's no place for you inside me anymore. I gave you that only as a courtesy. All that remains of you is your consciousness, and that's only because I allow it. I lost my mind. As madness overtook me, one last thought came to me. This woman stole everything I had ever been. What little is left of me would fade away if I were to leave her. What is worse, be enslaved by a human, or to die proudly as a demon god? It was a difficult question, but in the end, I chose the former. Because he got to know the human lust and the human. He became a lot more human because of the time with Kiara, so SE.RA.PH instead he just fell into that Kavit. Instead of having the mindset of what a demon god pillar would, he fell into what a human would, fear. We are like friends, you and I. She beamed, her smile dripping with love. Disgusted even me. But if that's truly what you desired, I guess I have no choice but to let you go. No, don't. No. Stop! Your picking is more than enough for me. Please don't abandon me. My goals, my will, and my reason for being. Please don't take them away from me. You'll be fine, SE.RA.PH. As long as we have our pleasure, you'll be fine. Your goal is humanity's salvation. Apparently, so is mine. So leave everything to me and return to the place from which you came. I'm disappearing. Fading fast. I can't hold on. Why did it come to this? I did nothing wrong. Why? No. I don't want this. This is horrible. It's too much. Don't kill me. Don't abandon me. Don't throw me away. Don't forsake me, Kiara. Great. Did we get beamed that, or is that we get finally like some record logs? What is it? Or was that just flashback purely for players' eyes? I actually am curious. You've been sadistic, Kiara. You purposely chose to do the opposite of what SE.RA.PH told you to do, didn't you? You don't listen very well, do you? I only ever did what SE.RA.PH asked of me. But whatever he said after that has nothing to do with me, and has long since been forgotten. I see. Well, SE.RA.PH isn't blameless, I guess. He consumed a large number of SE.RA.PH's personnel, too. We can just file that under karma and move on. So it's my job to run the Holy Grail War, isn't it? If so, I'm going to do it as objectively as possible. Yes, of course. Oh, is this still in the, is this still in the flashback, or is this still going on in the present? It should take at least him a year in the Seraph terms for me, Seraph, to emerge, yes? And we need something to keep us busy while we're failing, right? Or falling. If so, the best I can think of to amuse myself is to summon more servants. Such a wonderful, exciting prospect that I can hardly contain myself. I can experience delights I've only ever dreamed of before now. And this is all thanks to, was that it? Oh, whatever it was. If nothing else, I thank the Demon God Pillar for this opportunity. Great. Fucking amazing. I sympathize with a fucking Demon God Pillar. How the fuck do I sympathize with a Demon God Pillar? Also, that was all flashback. Oh, hey. Well, this is actually, CCC school. Oh, okay, they're alive. What about, everybody that was there is probably still alive. They're okay, maybe. Tomacat's okay at the very least. I thought I was dead. We were all dead. Like, literally dead. What the hell is going on? I could not be happier. Survival is a victory all its own. I was worried we bought the farm. Some people just can't help messing up. Oh, but thanks, baby. Seems you can be useful at times, huh? Of course I can. Well, maybe it would have been better off saving everyone but you. But never mind that. BB with the super duper save. How'd I do, senpai? Did it make you proud? Now you just have to admit that I'm cute. I'm reclaiming the mantle of heroine that Melt stole from me. Again, BB. Stardust won't forget all of your meddling that easily. Alright, cool. We got the gang's back together. We're alright. I'm just glad you're safe, Stardust. I always believed you could do it, but for a second there, I was kind of... You know, we didn't win, right? We kind of just fucking almost perished. We still lost. Like, we left. Thanks to BB. BB's the only reason, yeah. You're only paying attention to the egos. What's a cute Kohai gotta do to get a thank you? I have no idea what just happened. Thanks, BB. You're welcome. And you did good too, Stardust. Not bad for a weak little master. We're running short on time, so let me explain. That true demon, or rather that evil of humanity in this reality, got the best of you. Setsu and Kiara, the depraved nun and boss of SE.RA.PH, very nearly ended you. Well, your servants actually did die, technically. All of them, in fact. You should really try a bit harder next time. So I maybe rewound time just a teensy bit, so you could have a do-over. You've got to be... Damn, I did not fucking enunciate that. Awful. You gotta be kidding, BB. That level of time reversal is really kind of scary, don't you think? I know, right? I bet you think twice about messing with me and SE.RA.PH again. Time travel in the digital world is actually pretty simple. So long as it's time leap within a quantum walk period. Well, a leap of up to 3 hours, give or take. You need the right coordinates in space, though. Specifically, this classroom is outside of the SE.RA.PH, about 100 meters or so above it. SE.RA.PH digitized the Mariana Trench as it passed through it, you see? Under these special circumstances, the higher you go, the further back into time, or the further back you go in time. Okay, great. I understand. This is probably actually more of a plot point in like extra and extra CCC, so that gets elaborated on a bit more. We'll figure that out whenever we get to that. Extra stream for fucking when, I don't know. Like using in time as a ruler, and because we're 100 meters above the SE.RA.PH right now, that means that we've traveled back about 90 seconds before our deaths, roughly speaking. So we may venture up to the SE.RA.PH, or we may venture up from SE.RA.PH, huh? Pardon me if I'm slow to grasp, but does this mean that if we leave the SE.RA.PH and return to the surface, we could go back in time by 2.5 real-world hours? Which is to say, back before all this began, before Caldea's master arrived? Theoretically, yes. As long as you get by the coordinates right. Problem is, once you're in the SE.RA.PH, escaping Kiara's sexual allure is kind of like a gravitational field, really. No easy task. For one, you would need to exceed the speed of light. I mean, that's definitely possible in the digital world, but the spiritrons that comprise, or the commode spirit origins, wouldn't be able to survive the stress of those speeds. Accelerating to those speeds would make short work of even an A-rank servant. So even if you did try to escape SE.RA.PH, you'd probably burn up in the process. At least that's what normally would happen. See, I told you it's impossible to escape from SE.RA.PH. But SE.RA.PH cannot be left to its own, devices. You know that, right? It would result in that vile evil of humanity, Beast 3, becoming one with the Earth. Not even I can laugh off that one. Don't forget it was the reason I was dispatched to SE.RA.PH in the first place. Okay, yep. What's going on here? Not at all! Well, not anymore. I was simply bound to do her bidding, forced to serve as the manager of SE.RA.PH. Now that the Holy Grail War has ended, I've been set free. You know what that means? Now BB can serve as your commander! Great, we have another person trying to lead us, just what we always needed. So, Commander, the plan is to defeat the lady and destroy SE.RA.PH. Fine plan it is. We certainly all know what a piece of work she is. Just one problem. We don't stand a chance! If we had 100 servants, she'd still flatten us. What is Beast 3 anyway? Seems like the sort of thing the 21st century could produce, you know? Given how unmotivated you usually are, it's kind of annoying that you are the one asking pertinent questions. In fact, you're getting kind of pushy. Very pushy. Tempted to turn you over to Kiara right now. I'm being serious here, you know! Where are you now? Anyway, Beast 3 you have met is probably R. One half of Beast 3. Oh, yeah, I was about to say, like rated R, shouldn't it be? Yeah. Yes, it's also short for Rapture. I just came up with that right now. So I just bullshitted it, yeah, you know. We do what we do. I did some digging and found that some beasts come in pairs. Left and right, yin and yang. In that sense, Kiara is the R of Beast 3. Or rather, that is what she's becoming. You could say she's like a butterfly about to emerge from its chrysalis. So she's still just a chrysalis, you say? Do you mean to say she will grow even stronger as time passes? I wonder. When I say butterfly yet to emerge, what I mean is that she will be able to she will be free to move versus being unable to move at all. Kiara used the Seraph to become a beast, but she's also still bound to Seraph. So what I mean by butterfly emerging from this case is that she and the planet will fuse together once Seraph reaches the Earth's core. Oh, I've got like a super bad feeling about this. Let's finish her already. Pat's gotta get squished, right? Now, don't get hasty. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. I think Baby is about to tell us how to deal with her. Yeah! Right now, defeating Kiara, Beast 3, will be no easy task. But I maybe kind of saw this coming, so ta-da! Oh god, I ruined that because I'm losing my voice because I've been like going between voices and screaming for the last 6 hours. Special BB items just for this occasion. The absolute dirtiest exploits in the history of ever. I've got an anti-libido serum that suppresses Logos Eater, a skill that leads to death by self-gratification in any sentient being. I've got ways to counteract the beast's lure, I've got ways to level it down, I've got ways to seal its skills. Senpai, I've got what you need. And I prepared it especially for you. And it's all very... Why are you fucking paying for it? You're still selling them? Did you miss the part where the whole world is in danger? Yeah, she's just like Ishtar. Oh, come on, Senpai. What did you expect? You think this sort of stuff just grows on trees? Why do you think I've been collecting sacrament for so long? It wasn't exactly easy to help you out without Kiara catching on. Everything I did was to prepare for this, and that's why I set aside my feelings and skimmed a little off the top. What's KP? Oh, that's a secret. A trade secret, in fact, really. And anyway, all conditions have been met. BB, proud ally of humanity mode unlocked. Beast 3R is the enemy. And this is unprecedented disaster cannot be averted without your help. I'm not an inhabitant of this world. I'm just an AI, dispatched from the Mooncell Automaton. But as a good ally of humanity and as a temporary manager of the Seraph, I request your help. Operation CCC, Cursed Cupid Cleanser is a go. Let's stir some cold water on this evil of humanity that's trying to put out on the planet. Great. So this is giving us access to this finally. Okay. Yeah. Sunset really is something. There you are. I've been looking for you. What are you doing alone in a classroom like this? Something about the courtyard that caught your eye? Wait, does this school remind you of yours? Lip BB and I have some sort of attachment to the school. That doesn't mean that we were students, though. That's right. I forgot to tell you, but I'm almost back on my feet. Take me with you when you leave to fight Setsuen. I have a serious bone to pick with her. You're suspiciously quiet. Is there something you want to say to me? Yeah, thanks. You've been with us for everything. What's this about? It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's all about give and take after all, isn't it? We've been fighting together ever since you arrived on Seraph. You were a weak master then, and you're not much better now. I've seen my fair share of adversity, of sadness. But really, that's not such a bad thing. So honestly, I feel like I should be the one thanking you. I already got what I wanted most in the world. If there's anything I could say in thanks, I would. If Seraph ceased to exist, Lip and I will return to our world, and our bond with you will be severed. But I'll stay by your side until that happens. You're my one and only master. Fuck, dude. Oh. You're not... Yeah, she... You know, she is, but... Absolutely nothing. The past is the past, Stardust. Farewell, Master. If you escape Seraph, give my regards to Bibi for me. Can we please get the plot up? I want to... Oh, fuck. There was very obviously something that happened. We're probably going to get plot dumped about it. But... we gotta figure that out first. Let's go ahead and get some KP. Let's go ahead and get Melt's Death Whip. Exchange. Okay. Exchange for the item that prevents Beast 3R's ability. Black Thread of Skanda. All right, and then after that, we kind of got lots of different things that we could buy. At that point, it's like kind of up in the air, I think, about what we're trying to get. What should we be getting? Beast up, defense up. I think there's like an arts resistance that might be good. Yep. HP recovery down 30%. 50% through skill and MP. Exchange item that negates Noble Phantasm MP seal effect. Buster attack. Arts attack. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. Go ahead and get that. We gotta apply these. Apply these as, like, get our debuffs that we want. Exchange that negates ability to attack up by 20%. That seems pretty important. That seems pretty important. That definitely is important. But we're also running out. Which means one of two things. We could run and try and do this and fucking, like, critical strength up 50%, debuff resist 50%. Let's go ahead and do that. Negates immobility resist by 50%. Attack, quick attack resist by 50%. Arts attack resist by 50%. We're gonna be focusing on that. Let's go rid of that. That's not super important. Increase all enemies MP by 5% each turn, or exchange the for the item that negates Beast 3 Multicolored Tranquility EX. That doesn't sound good. These sound very important. At the very least, like, these two sound pretty important. So let's grind for a little bit. I'm sure we probably got some. Oh no, we don't. We got some missions that we could be doing. We gotta defeat, yeah, defeat Beast 3R. Very apt, I suppose. We got some things that we should be doing though. We have the Type 3 enemies. We have the Sakura type, so that we're pretty close to beating. We got Lawful Servants, which we're incredibly close to beating. Neutral Servants that we're incredibly close to beating. The Servants from the East. We got the. Let's go ahead and do some Wanted quests too. We can finish up some Wanted quests, and let's go ahead and do that first. So we're not finished things up. We're gonna be getting close. Not yet.